morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Hope everybody's having a good week so far. We had a really good day off yesterday. Or I should say I did. Richard, you didn't really have much of a day off, right?
No.
You had to work.
Yeah, I worked yesterday, but I created the situation that I have today, which is where I get to draw all day. So that's great.
Yeah, and I spent my day doing a major terraforming overhaul to my Animal Crossing town and waiting a ridiculous amount of time in a queue for someone who was selling their turnips for 594 bells. And if you know anything about the stock market, that was a big deal. So it was worth it. I paid off my house, paid off the second part of my house. So I feel like it was, all in all, it was pretty good. And
he's a millionaire. He's a billionaire.
Well, not anymore.
Is that a thing? Is that a known thing?
It is a thing. Billionaire is a thing. And then also, I spent part of the day revisiting one of my very favorite video games of all time, Silent Hill.
Oh, it was so spooky. Even though the graphics go way back, it is creepy as heck.
Yeah, they did like a sort of they say HD of it for the PS4, for the PS3, and we got PlayStation Now, so I was like, okay, Silent Hill Collection, it's Silent Hill 2 and 3, I am totally here for this. Like, I've been playing so much Animal Crossing, which is relentlessly cheerful, which is great during this particular time, but I needed a break. I needed something like on the other side, and I was really surprised how well it stands up, especially like sound design wise. It was kind of crazy.
You know, Flynn doesn't toot his own horn, but he used to be in games press, so he actually a bunch about games. But here's the question I want to know.
Somewhat about games.
Here's what I want to know.
What do you want to know?
You know more about games than me. Let me put it that way. I want to know if you would ever play Silent Hill in VR.
I don't know.
I'm not playing a creepy game in VR.
Well, I'll say this.
No way.
I started playing Resident Evil 7? 6? I don't know. Whatever the last Resident Evil one was. And we had just gotten I had played it, and I played the first few scenes of it, and it terrified me so bad that I never picked it up again. And I like scary games. And then we got the PSVR thing, and I found out that there's actually a VR element to like you can play that in VR, and I said there is no way you could get me to do it. Was scary enough like across the room, but
I played Doom, and I had to put it down after about 20 minutes and go and play Animal Crossing. But you know what? It's not the Animal Crossing build and chat.
Well, but people do.
No, I'm psyched about it, and video games have certainly given me a place to hang out. Another, not only room, but bigger area outside our house.
Oh yeah, so somebody was asking about did we know Animal Crossing is on phone? Yes, Jordan, it is, but that is Animal Crossing Pocket Camp.
Yeah, I played that.
Very different thing.
I played it a bunch.
And speaking of Joshua, I'm going to scroll back like the 35 pages here so we can say hi to everybody who's here. E.T. Videos, Insane Lego Fan, The Supreme Lego Empire. Let's see, it's Jason Seacrest, Joshua Zender, Noobmaster 69, Anthony Ibarra, Zarakino is here. Hey Kim, how's it going? Let's see, Jordan Zender, I think I said that already. Hatting Trooper, welcome, by the way. Right? I know, I read that you had been actually on watching the stream, but hadn't commented before earlier, so welcome. So glad to have you with us. Let's see, Joshua and Jordan Zender are here, actually, both of them, which is always fun.
Cool.
Shane Levin is here. Minifig Chick, of course. Let's see, Moto is here. Ornado, yes, I know, everybody's favorite mods. Carcaranos the Dragon. I hope I said that right.
You might even call them the Mod Squad.
They are the Mod Squad. Absolutely. I 100% agree with that. Stud Sidious is here. My goodness. Nicholas Phillips, the Purple Stud. That's another new name I haven't seen before. Wilfred is here. Bonjour. Did that was better?
That was better.
Was it better?
I think it was better.
I don't know. Decide.
It was cheerful.
Let's see. Who else? Claire Skelly is here. Hey, Claire, how's it going? Zach Martinez, Thomas Howard. Wow.
Marilyn
so many
Parmley.
people. Marilyn Parmley, of course, is here. Brick Trooper, Nicholas Phillips, Jezzy D is here. We loved all your pictures from the last one. I think I got everybody. Nathan Hagen is here. Very good.
And Claire Skelly.
So Wilfred says that he thinks that you're going to get the upside down today, and he's rooting for you.
You think? You think? I don't know. We're going to roll for it.
Yeah, so we saw last time that Richard made a rolling tray. Now
it worked. We played D&D and my rolling tray worked perfectly,
Although, what happened, you had to add something to it, right? To make it work.
What was that? Oh yeah, I actually had to line the bottom of it in felt because the die are plastic and they were just sliding, and the felt helped.
Yeah, because it would roll
yourself.
Because if it rolled out on immediately on a 1, all it did was skated across the tiles and stayed a 1 the whole time. We're like
slow motion horror.
No.
Great. No. So we're marrying D&D with Stranger Things, which starts out with D&D.
Yeah, so let's talk about what do we got today. So for our Disney pin of the day, I have got one of the hitchhiking ghosts from the Haunted Mansion.
Oh, yay!
That's what I'm wearing today.
Okay, and I am feeling a little like... Is it going to focus there?
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh. There you go.
Winnie the Pooh. Right? He just sort of stumbles through, what is it, 100 Acre Wood? That's what I want to do today. I just want to be happy.
Oh, look, we have I see a new name in the chat. Hut Brother Armandito. I hope I said that right. It's hard for me to see. Richard and Flynn, was Will Arnett really as nice as he seemed?
Yes. He's also got a sharper wit than they're able to put on television. He's very funny. He made us laugh out loud.
Yeah.
And he really broke the tension, and I thought he was very empathetic. Like, he had, real, actual, heart-to-heart conversations with us.
Agreed. He was really, I found him to be a really nice, really engaging, and truly interested in what you were doing. Yeah. It didn't seem like he was just there to do a job. He really, I thought, was a really nice guy.
Yeah, he's also good as Batman. He's really tall and has funny. A really deep, he has that voice.
Well, the tall doesn't really mean so much because he's animated, right?
I know, but sometimes they would put him in a leather jacket or whatever on the set. That's a little Bruce Wayne. I'm sorry, no, I don't have a crush on Will Arnett, Flynn.
He was very nice, though.
He was very nice.
All right, so let's see. We've got. Have you? You know what I don't see on the table anywhere.
On the news desk?
Oh no, you have something ready for that.
What's that?
Yes, news desk. Before we get started, I wanted to show y'all this thing because it's kind of crazy. I was very excited to see this today. So I always am looking on Instagram to see different stuff that's up, and now that we, as you saw, actually Monday, you saw that we had our very first guest, Boone.
I know, that
Lego
was
Masters
so
Boone
fun.
Builds. We had him on. We were able to do guests, which means we can do single guests now and get a little bit more intimate with our guests,
in-depth conversation.
Yeah, than we could on a group call.
Yeah, and certainly Boone knows more about May the 4th than we do.
Than anyone.
Although we learned a bunch.
Yes. So, okay, I'm going to pop over here. Be careful, you're shaking.
Oh, sorry there.
Yep. All right. So I'm going to switch over here to Instagram, and I just want you to check out this amazing Game of Thrones automaton. Now I can actually run this video, so check it out. We'll look at it. So he's got it on a turntable, and I love that he's got all the black and people and buildings and Castle Black in the background.
The ice wall is great,
and the whole thing is styled like a box, right? So it doesn't actually open and close, but it looks like it. And you can see that there's a crank on the side there when it comes around. And then it makes the wings flap and the thing move around. And that is by TrickyBricks, who, if you are not following, you should. He did an amazing other automaton. He did a Disney, a Disney thing that you cranked, and the whole thing turned around, and it was amazing. You should definitely check him out on on Instagram if you get a chance.
You know, I always love the thick bases on automata.
Yeah.
You know, just like with a music box, you have to have that thick base to put the mechanics under there, but I think it gives you an opportunity to decorate, and it just looks so cool. I'm more than a little inspired moving into the sci-fi challenge.
Oh, yes, I know. And so there we go. Sci-fi challenge. I know some people were asking earlier, and I forgot to add it to the description of the video. I'm so sorry. But it is a 16 by 16 sci-fi vignette. Whatever that means to you, that's what you should be building. And as always, you are going to take a picture, and you're going to remember to try to keep your model centered as big as you can in the picture.
Yeah,
and you can have
right down on the level of it, like you're a mini. If there's minifigures in it,
wherever you think looks.
I mean, at least not like standing up far away.
Right, that makes it hard
we want to be up
for
close
everyone
and
to
personal.
see. And also try and, if you can, have a light behind you that's shining onto your model rather than having the light in front of you, because it can really makes it difficult to see. The other thing I'm also going to ask is that you please only send one image that you like of your model. I really love looking at them all, but I get caught up in looking at them, and then it makes the process longer. Yeah. And especially as we get more people sending stuff in, I want to make sure that we are able to include everyone, and I have time to do all that.
Plus, we want to build too.
Yeah. So then you have you can email your entry to Flynn@TrickyBricks.com. And if you want to include a little explanation, that's great. And then on Friday, we'll do a slideshow of everybody's models, and we read the explanations. And it usually takes a little bit, but I think it's a lot of fun.
Worth it. I
love looking at them.
Episodes.
It's like a slideshow. It is a slideshow.
I'm talking over you. I'm so sorry. A little Don French kind of commentary. I always keep coming back to French and Saunders doing QVC.
How can you not?
Well, part of it being that Ms. Thing is here giving, always that kind of demonstration.
True. She has a pen today.
Yeah, she does. Oh, no, she might actually.
She's going to be writing down your stats. All right, so it looks like we are. I think we're ready to roll for to see who's going to do the upside down today. So let's go ahead and switch over. Yes, she does give great pointers. So here we go. I am the green
pointers.
And you are. Do you want to roll first and then I'll roll, or are we doing it at the same time?
Let's go at the same time. Chaos.
Okay.
Ready?
You ready?
1, 2, 3.
Whoa!
Oh,
Chaos
no.
is right. I got a 15.
Okay.
20! Natural 20. Nicely
I'm doing
done.
the upside down.
I got a natural 20 last time, so how great. And
but the problem with rolling a 20 on a Lego model?
That's one less roll 20 that you'll get in our game.
No, double damage.
You said please don't do double damage to the set. That would be terrible.
All right, so I'm going to get the models.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get the models out. Oh, by a little keyboard. And you can see Ms. Thing is here today.
With her pen.
With her pen. to write down all the stuff that she needs to write. Shane says we need you guys to be in my campaign with those rolls. I know we had pretty good rolls today, I gotta say. So this is the first time I've been able to work on the the real world side.
And what does he do first is correct my brick placement.
No, actually, there was some Logan hair on here.
Wow.
So you'll notice that. Since the last time we saw each other, we kind of finished the bags that we were working on, because it was getting, this was going to end up taking us like 6 months to build if we
Right,
did.
It's not the feel-good project of the summer.
But we did manage to get the, here, I'll bring this down to this intercam. So we did manage to get the facades of the building put together, and you can see that it is covered in snot pieces, like just the whole thing. And this is a great wall treatment. And then you can see there's those great windows with the newspapers up in the window.
Well, you think this is going to get cladding or some kind of siding on it?
Yes, absolutely. There we go. I gotta there's Logan hair all over my place. We've got our yellow and white stripedy couch with the coffee table. And then we have the bedroom with the rumpled sheets and that great little desk lamp that we built, and the boom box.
And then look how cool, all of exactly the same stuff, but in the darker color palette.
Yeah, and actually,
It's a little out of focus.
and you'll notice too that there's like, that there's little, the branches are added in behind the couch.
Yep.
And also, if you tip up just a little bit, you can see that we added one of those awesome dark blue leaves with a little like gray wiggly horn gross thing.
And another branch on the ceiling.
Yes.
And then all of this much darker for the upside down.
Yeah. So it's cool. Very excited about to get to work on the other side of it now.
Well, now I want to see the next season.
Well, yes. I'm sure that's probably not coming until October, and who knows if they were in production when all this went down, or who knows what.
It'll happen.
It will happen. That is true. All right, so it looks like we are, for me, I'm on to bag number 4.
What we've got, I'm moving ahead here.
There we go. I'm going to go to this one because you can see better.
That's good.
All right, so it looks like I'm on bag number.
Did we do this?
4.
No, we haven't done
No,
this
we
yet.
haven't done that yet. I think you should be way back here.
Not way back. Did we already do this?
Let's see, where are we at here?
Did you do the chair?
Yeah, that's all. No, the chair hasn't been done yet.
Okay.
So it's further back. There you go, it's here. And then you put the brown branches on. And there you go, bag number 8.
All right.
Woohoo! So our plan is to have this done by Friday, hopefully before Friday, because then that will be our whole week of Stranger Things. And Sunday, of course, coming up, we have our special Mother's Day stream that's going to have some very extra special guests, including my mom is going to be here. Plus, we're going to have a panel of all female builders. So we're really excited about that. Lots of fun people showing up for that. So, you know what? I think it's time for a certain something.
What's that?
I think
is
that
it?
It is time for...
No.
It is sticker time show and tell. So what sticker set do you have for us today, Richard?
Set? Well, today we're featuring green.
Do you want me to...
Yeah, you can hold it
You
up.
can hold it up while I'll hold it up while you do.
Okay, so this here is from 2018. It's 16 by 10 studs. It appeared in one set, number 70641, the Ninja Nightcrawler. And so it's a green and red race car, and my favorite part about it is those dragon stickers.
Yeah, me too.
I think they're so cool. And then these lines for the, I'm going to pretend they're air intakes.
Yes. Yeah, the vents. The vents. Okay, well, goodness. All right, so we're going to switch back over.
That was sticker time show and tell.
That was
for
the
today.
show and tell, and a notice to get a manicure. All right, so, wow. Okay, here we go.
All right, so I think I'm on to bag number 8. Flynn, are you
I'm
on to 5? Oh, that's
4.
5 in your hand.
Oh, well, this isn't going to work. I think that is not going to work.
So 6, 10, 11. Are you sure you're on 4?
I am sure. Because it has, because it's got all the siding and everything on it.
It's the one that was hiding in the bottom of the box.
It always is. That's where they always are. Oh, and here we got the crinkly. Oh my goodness. Sorry, everyone.
That's all right. Call it potato chips in the movie theater.
Well, we're still working on our sound stuff, so. Wow, look at this. This has dark green chairs in it. I am all about that. That is super cool. It matches those. You know, that was one of the things I was really excited about the Friends, not Friends as in Lego Friends, but Friends as in the TV show Friends, set was those dark green lampposts. I was very excited about the dark green lampposts.
You've been all about lampposts in Animal Crossing, too.
Yes, well, my town was featuring horrible white lampposts. Who had white lampposts?
Disneyland. No, they probably have beautiful green ones, right?
Yeah, they've got
all
some
over
kind
the
of.
park.
And there's a lot of snot pieces in this bag, which makes me think we're going to be building another wall of the house on the outside that we can attach lots of little things to. Oh, I
Check
love
out
those.
dark blue branches.
I love those.
I'm so psyched. I haven't built it yet, but tonight I'm gonna build. When are the sci-fi models due?
Oh, did I not mention that? I'm sorry.
No,
Yes,
I
your
think you did.
your sci-fi models are due tomorrow, Thursday, by the end of the stream. So tomorrow at noon. So you have a little time after the stream to finish getting it together. Tomorrow at noon, Flynn at TrickyBricks.com. One photo only.
Yeah, so I'm gonna build mine. I know what I'm gonna do. I think I know what I'm gonna do.
You're all set up?
Yeah, we'll see if the bricks agree. Because that's the thing, right? You always come up with a design, and then do you have it in the bricks?
Yeah.
Or at least that's the way it is for me.
Well, even when you have a large collection, which we admittedly do have a large collection.
I think so.
Oh gosh, and it just got larger yesterday. A friend of ours does moving for clients. Like, that's what he does. He moves stuff around for them. And they are routinely just like, take all this away.
We don't need this.
Get rid of it for me. Well, somebody had like their whole, like a whole Lego collection, like a nice medium-sized collection.
I haven't seen it yet.
I know.
It was
got
dealt with at the back door.
Yeah,
and
it
it's
got quarantined in the basement for a little while. But yeah, there's like a lot of really cool, there's some really cool stuff in there. So I'm very, very excited.
Another treasure hunt.
I know, and I saw some sets. I saw a Hulk Buster in there.
What is a Hulk Buster?
Hulk Buster. It is Iron Man's.
Like, you know,
it's
Hulk.
like Iron Man's mech thing that's like big, like the Hulk, and it's got like a domey head, and you know, the whole thing.
Got it.
Whatever the whole thing is. I don't know what the whole thing is.
So is that a macro figure or like a what is it? Hero Factory figure?
Do we have the a bowl? I'm gonna need a bowl, I think.
Oh, no you won't.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So Drew Bear, one of the friends of the stream, sent us this. Actually, he sent it to Ms. Thing in the mail. The package came addressed. Oops, sorry.
That's all right.
The package came addressed to Ms. Thing. I gotta say.
Yeah. So
it was
these
pretty
are
awesome. I was very excited.
Like French fry containers.
Yeah, like little food trays.
So we can go back to using our melamine dishware
for actual like to
food
eat things
and ice cream.
That's cool. And
thank you, Drew.
Especially ice cream. Yeah, and these are actually
that's so nice. This is going to be great, and I promise we will not immediately fill them all up with separate jumbles. Never to be used again. I promise that will not happen.
That's what happened with the
we had these takeout containers with lids,
but they were a little. Well, now they're all over the floor.
Oh,
that's
really?
Fine. Look, I got a couple here. We can clean those up later.
Okay.
So I got a couple here.
Oh, that's awesome.
This is great. And what I really like about these is. They are wider and flatter, so you can see the actual parts on them.
May I have a second one?
You may. They're on the floor at your feet. I'm kidding.
Oh, really? No, it's mostly a stack.
It's mostly by my feet.
Well, fortunately, we're not using them for French fries.
Yes. There we go.
Yet? Although that sounds good.
Well, we've been eating tots.
We've
had a lot of tots.
We have had a lot of tots. I made breakfast burritos yesterday with tots in them.
Yeah, see, look how much nicer that is. It's just a nice spread out way to look at the parts. Rather than digging into a bowl. Okay,
well, well, I wouldn't want to put him on the spot.
Put whom on the spot?
But maybe Drew would come and talk to us about his organization system sometime.
Oh, I really hope he does, because he's got an amazing organization system. Actually, he said he would. Now that we can have guests, we should do.
I know, right?
He's tour.
Really like. I've learned a bunch of stuff from him.
I'd love to see a tour of his build room. I just like to see tours of the build studios. Period.
Yeah, that's kind of. We keep thinking. You know, what would AFOLs want to see? What do we want to see?
So check it out. I've got Lucas here.
Yeah,
and
Lucas?
He's featuring.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, and he's featuring the shorter, bendable legs from the Harry Potter CMFs, so that they can have it. I'm sure they all actually have that. We just haven't looked at them yet. Yeah, see, they all have that. which is great. And he apparently has a little. Yep, there's his slingshot.
Oh,
He's got
cool.
a slingshot.
Well, he makes good use of that.
Yes.
Doesn't
And-
he, like,
yes.
use it against the Demogorgon?
Yes. He's got a flashlight too, but I'm gonna just go ahead and move past that for now, just so that we can actually get building here. All right.
Yeah, a lot of seats.
A lot of seats.
Well, okay, not a lot of seats. I have two.
Not a lot. Okay.
I have, but one of them is dark blue.
Very nice. And yes, I can see here that I'm already building around.
Okay, look, we're building.
Here, and you'll need to move. There you go. I'm already building around with these snot pieces.
What's going on?
Let's see. Let me take a look in the chat here, just while we're catching up. So hungry right now. Yes, I'm hungry too. It's.
Oh,
you had
sorry,
burrito
we
for
were
lunch
talking
'cause it
about
was Taco
tots.
Tuesday. I am waiting for sci-fi inspiration to hit me. I built stuff last night, but I hated it, so I took it apart. That happens.
I do that.
That happens all the time.
I did that with a hanger deck. I spent so long making this like quadrilaterally symmetrical like hanger deck with all these matching arches, and then I hated it because it was all gray and I hadn't put enough color in it.
All right, let's see. I've got.
So what are we doing
clip.
here?
We're
We've
building
got this,
walls. It looks like.
This here.
I've got a bucket handle.
Do I have this?
Now
I think I have this upside down.
So I was writing an article for Brothers Brick, and we research parts sometimes and highlight what they are, like on Bricklink or whatever.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, like trying to find what a wrench is. I mean, look, I've got that thing is not called a wrench, but we call them wrenches.
Yeah, what is it?
I think it's like a robot hand or robot arm or something like that. Pink Wheel Street, give me your tots, Napoleon. We totally watched that the other night. I don't know, it made me laugh.
You know what else I keep saying is, dang it.
It's a Liger.
That's great.
All right. Yeah, it was really...
Dang it.
It was actually a really fun, just sort of like kooky nonsense getaway from everything. I really enjoyed it. I forgot how silly that it was. Especially, I love the guy who's the sensei guy who runs like the martial arts center, and he has the girlfriend who's a bodybuilder. The guy is hilarious. He's like American flag pants, and there's actually there's a minifigure of him. I believe that Citizen Brick. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Citizen Brick has things. Has one of him as a minifigure. Wow, this is weird.
Do great figures.
I'm not sure what. Oh, wait, is that what this is supposed to be? Huh. Okay, so check this out, y'all, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what this is. So I've made this.
Are you ahead of me? You're ahead of me.
I've got two clips with two facing bucket handles, and then I'm gonna put it. They've got me putting it here on the floor, and I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be the bear trap.
Oh, well, that's clever.
Because don't they put out a bear? I mean, you know what? I gotta admit, it's been a little while. I'm really good at remembering things.
Exactly, the bear trap.
It's been a little while since I've seen season 1, but I'm pretty sure this is like the bear trap that they put out.
All I'm thinking of right now is the tripwire and light bulb with gunpowder in it from Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah. Well, it's so good. I love it. What a great
with the
little...
hammer rigged up this Rube Goldberg device.
Yeah, I'll say well done, Justin Ramsden and crew, because that's a great little detail.
That's a really. I guess I got distracted there. It's really like the way they abstracted that out is really clever.
Yeah, I agree. That takes a little bit of thought. That's like some serious micro building right there.
Yep.
All right. Is that a Mando visor? I don't think so. Let's see. Oh, Mandalorian. I wish they would come out with another one. Maybe we'll just watch it again. It's been a while. It's been since Lego
Yeah,
Masters.
I'd watch it. How in the world do they get that much expression out of a rigid visor and a puppet? They're both, I don't know, they're really good.
And wasn't it like
really, really good?
Now, this may be apocryphal, and I may also be getting it wrong, but I'm pretty sure I heard this. So, okay, the Werner Herzog is in The Mandalorian, and he's like a famous director, like super, kind of very, what would you say? I mean, is avant-garde the right word to use?
He's a renowned auteur.
Yes.
That?
Okay, that's a good one.
You like that?
That's very good. Anyway,
Okay.
He's on the Mandalorian, and he's pretty considered to be like pretty serious, like high end, but
very serious.
but also kind of a kook, right? So he apparently they were trying to do. They were gonna do 3D animation of of the Baby Yoda, of the child. I'm sorry,
The
I'm call him
child.
Baby Yoda.
I
Baby
call
Yoda.
him Baby Yoda.
And they were like not sure if they should use the puppet because I don't know, they thought they were gonna insult Werner Herzog by using a puppet in a scene with him, like he would be too good for it. And they were like agonizing over it, and apparently he was just like, use the puppet. He's like, please.
He called them cowards.
He's like, that's right. Just use the puppet.
Just use the real. Don't just rely on CG. Use the real puppet in a real scene performing with the real Werner Herzog.
Yeah, he was that's very funny. He had a little cameo role on Parks and Recreation.
The real puppet.
The real puppet. He's the real puppet. He had a little, on Parks and Recreation, he had a little cameo in one of the later seasons, and he was very funny. He was like the guy that owned the creepy house that April and Andy were going to buy to live in. It was very, very funny.
Oh, this is so sad.
What's wrong?
Not sad, but melancholy.
What is
this
melancholy?
box? This 2x2 here. I think we're in the living room, right?
Yeah, we're making a little
there's
chair.
presents, and there's a box that says Christmas on it, but it's all in black and dark gray.
Right, because she's gotten the Christmas lights out. Remember, she pulls out all the
That's
decorations.
what that box is?
I think so.
Because I know we've got
I'm
we have
making
a
a
printed tile on the.
I'm actually making a chair right now.
I mean, it's not a printed
It
tile,
looks
it's
like-
a label.
Okay.
Sticker.
A sticker. It's
label.
a label.
It's label. Special label sharing time, people. They're not.
I'm going to switch over to this real quick just to kind of show you what I'm doing. So I'm making a chair. This is like an easy chair, and it's with these great dark green pieces. And it's basically, I've taken two by threes, put the dark green chair on top of it, and now I'm building the little arms that go on the side. I think this is great just because they're using an actual like Lego chair as the base of this, but it's
So it
not
has the seat, but then
exactly. But they make more out of it, right? Because otherwise, those seats are can tend to be a little generic, I think, or look a little bit generic. So put those down, and then it's asking me for two more here.
What am I doing on top of this? Doesn't make sense.
And then we're gonna add these curved pieces again, these great green curves. Now I seem to have misplaced one.
So they're doing the same thing for the upside down, just in dark blue.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, so there's what yours looks like. Very cool. There's the other dark green. Now, interestingly enough, this doesn't have a back. Like, this doesn't have an official back. Although I guess it wouldn't fit because those seats tend to go down. But if you look close
because
up,
they lean back.
you can see that actually those little curves fit right tight up against that seat, which is pretty cool. I love that they do stuff like that.
Okay, so what am I doing next? I've got the 2 legs there, and then these 2
And
legs.
I'm looking for another dark green 1x2, which I don't
Wait, is
see
that
at the
really?
moment.
That just so it just rests right up against it there and masks it perfectly.
Yep,
Well,
exactly.
how many hours did they spend working on this seat?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure not long, but that was
Really?
yeah.
You think to figure out that would mask that perfectly without anything behind it?
I guess so. All right,
I don't know.
Let's go back out. My goodness, my eyes.
Wait, what did you say? Back out? Back out of our.
Oh yeah,
little-
New Master 69, no problem. Oh, Johnny Cat, good to see you. Brickanistas here, awesome. Very, very cool. Brickanista says had to make time for Logan Cookie Time, which is coming up soon. It is true. Now there we go. There's my. And oddly,
Oh, so they just put one dot on the. They put one by one round.
yeah, I was.
plate.
It's so funny. I was just gonna say that, and I think it's to help keep it keep the chair in place.
No, I think it's. Oh, is it? Is
Yep.
it going to go on the rotator?
Yeah. So in order, okay. So if you've never done this before, like used. Actually, I want to go close up for this because this is actually a really good building tip. So a rotator, oh, I'm in the wrong place. Here we go. So a rotator doesn't always have to be used to spin all the way around. It can just be used to angle something and then fix it. And then you'll see that when I tiled the floor, I left this open stud here. So basically what this is doing is this is helping keep the chair from this is to help keep the chair from spinning around and only being attached by one stud so that it could turn at an angle. You actually attach it like that. And see, it doesn't actually spin, but look at the great angle that the chair is now on.
Well, and they've put these jump plates right next to it. That 2x2 jump plate puts a stud right in front of it, so it can't move there either.
Yeah, it's really that's a pretty
Some
pretty clever design
stud placement.
for sure.
Oh, look at that. Am I? Oh yeah, I was.
The cups. Lots of furniture options to populate my modular mock. Yes,
Yeah,
there
for sure.
are some really there's some really nice furniture pieces in here. And again, this is why I always love actually putting together the model, even though sometimes I just want to, empty the box and put it somewhere and part it out. Is to put the model together first because you never know like what awesome thing you're gonna find, like little awesome thing you're gonna learn. Oh man. Okay, so I am making a commitment. I'm making a commitment right now that we are going to put the stickers on this tonight, and we will have them on for tomorrow.
Are we?
Yes, and you know what's making me say that is because I just added on this blue tile, and the sticker is the cover of the D&D manual.
Oh.
So we absolutely need to get the stickers on here.
And here's a black and
look,
gray
here it
version
is
of the same thing.
Yep, and here's you can kind of see it right there. So, yeah, done deal. We're putting the stickers on tonight.
All right.
And we will be using the Windex method. Now, did I get everything?
I need a horn.
Yes, and so I made a little, you can see too, I made a little planter here, right? Must have sticker. Yes, it's a really good one.
So I just made a little, where against there.
Ooh, a little. Oh, you made it like a creepy plant, tentacle plant.
Coming
Gross.
out of a thing.
Yeah, so that's the dark, the upside down version of this.
Oh, so it goes on this stud. Oh, there it is.
Yes,
next
a
to
little
the chair.
Exactly.
Oh, bleh.
I know, gross, right? Let's see.
That's black. I need a dark gray.
So Elbasunu says is asking what's the Windex method. Now, I hope not to bore everyone who's been on our stream before, but I always want new people to know about the Windex method because it really helps. So first thing I'll say is this method actually came directly from the Lego website, so this is like Lego approved.
Would you say that again?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
All right.
So basically, what you
play
do
that back.
we have a little spray bottle of Windex. We spray the Windex onto the tile so that it's not soaking wet, but there's enough on there that it's slick on the top. Then you're going to take your sticker, you're going to put it on the edge of something sharp, either thin, either like a brick separator or an X-Acto knife, and then you'll put let's pretend this is the sticker. So you'll put it on the end, you'll lay it down, and because the Windex keeps this wet and the chemicals in it, it keeps it from sticking. So if you put it on and it's not just right, you can lift it up and kind of jiggle it around until it gets exactly the way you want it, and then you can smooth it down with your thumb, and then you have about 1 to 2 seconds to take both thumbs and kind of, if you need any last second adjustments in either way, you can do that.
I found a couple of things. With the ones I did, I was doing some older vinyl stickers, and I couldn't really slide it around, but I could easily pick it up and lay it down again, and pick it up and lay it down again. And then once you do press it down, you can burnish it with something that won't scratch it.
Yep.
The edge of
in case you need to get any air bubbles out.
Exactly, so you don't have air bubbles.
But it works nicely.
Flynn, I realized I made us smoothies for breakfast, and then I never consumed them.
Smoothies?
Yeah, because I'm just feeling, this coffee.
Feeling smoothie.
So you want some blueberry banana smoothie?
Yes, please.
I did hear that.
That's okay. You don't.
I heard you say that.
You don't need to react. It's fine. Shouldn't we be using household cleaner, or is Windex a sponsor? No, actually, sorry. Yes, we can be using household window cleaner. Windex, though, has sort of
the ammonia content.
Yeah, and I gotta say that it's Windex has kind of become like Kleenex, right? Like you just say what it is.
I should say.
Should you?
Yes.
What are you saying?
That.
I think I should say that it's a special time, but you go ahead.
Yeah. We don't officially support any, product like that we get anything back in return for, but there are some things I like.
It's true.
I don't know. Our particular brand of window cleaner seems to work pretty well.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna get us cookie time too.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
well, why don't we do that one first, and then we can do that, because I think people are gonna riot if we don't have it.
I will, and then I'll go and get some smoothies because we got it right.
Okay, why don't you go get our special guest, and I'll do this part. All right, everybody. So I know everybody enjoys this time of the day. It's everybody's favorite part. It's the real reason that you come to see the stream, and we can't deny you. So that's right, everybody. It's about that time. It's... and Logan, come here.
Good boy.
Oh, yay, Logan.
It's his favorite time, too. That and any nap time. Ready? Good boy. All right, one more. Look, right at the camera. Look, you can see it. He's like, what? All right, there we go. Good boy.
Yay,
Logan. Hooray.
Logan cookie time, everyone. Glad to oblige. I know he is too, and now it's Squirrel Time. I think we need an animation for Squirrel Time, but that would
Squirrel
be playing
Time?
on an endless loop.
Yeah, that would have to be animated. It could work.
Okay, so I built...
Are there Lego squirrels? There are.
There are Lego squirrels.
Are they from elves?
Something like that. Oh, darn it! I keep forgetting to queue up Nathan Hagen's amazing picture of Lego Logan, so I have to put that on my list of things to remember for tomorrow. So, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's like tons of emoji. Like now there's an emoji string for Logan Cookie Time: a dog, a cookie, and a clock. I love it. That's awesome. It's so funny. He says, roommate has to work during these streams, but always comes by my room to watch Cookie Time. And I know our friend Orson is also a big fan of Logan Cookie Time. And from what I understand from his mom, our dear friend Gwyneth, it is a regular, he will stop whatever he's doing and come watch. It's pretty awesome.
Didn't we get amazing art in the mail?
We did get amazing art in the mail, but it is currently in awaiting protocols.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
so tomorrow.
We'll be excited to share with you.
Yeah, if you know, we sometimes show weird stuff from our collections, and we one of the things that we showed not too long ago was our my Mighty Men and Monsters kit from when I was a kid. And you know, you could make these monsters. I'll show it again when we show the artwork, but we had a fan send us some artwork that they made with their Mighty Men and Monster Maker, and I was very excited to get it in the mail. And it's pretty awesome. Let's see. So
there are. Well, I have.
Two.
Oh,
I'm looking for windows now.
I don't have printed windows here. I have smoky gray ones.
I think you should have the newspaper ones too.
Well, I had some that I put already on the outside. Isn't that right?
Right.
Did I do that wrong?
At least for mine, anyway. There's a stack of them that is like this. Then there's another stack that has clear windows in it. All right. Let's see.
Okay, well, I'll get back to the instructions after I find all the windows.
Minifig Chick. So these windows are not actually printed windows. These ones. These are just a little tan panel. However, the ones here in the upside down are in fact transparent window pieces that have been printed over because there's holes. There's holes in them that you can see through, which I think is really cool. All right, so I'm making two more.
What I'm thinking is that maybe...
Oh, well, maybe... Yeah,
maybe I did it wrong.
No, I think maybe it's just in your... have you checked in your tray? One of your trays?
I am not a kindergartner. I may...
Hey, I didn't give you the... I didn't give you the teacher voice.
Did you check in one of your trays?
I did not say it like that. Wow.
I am a little bit of a kindergartner sometimes.
We can all be kindergartners sometimes, I gotta say. Do you want me to take a look?
Yes.
Okay.
But I don't think they're in there. I think maybe I misused some tiles earlier on.
No. Well, they would have been in this bag. So unless you used them...
you're right.
Unless you used them earlier today. Here's one.
How can you can't find those? You're not gonna find nothing, Jon Snow.
Apparently, I will. Well, I found one anyway, which means the other one has to also be in here. Well, I don't know. Now, I definitely do not see the other one, but I could also be not looking in the right place. Let's look at this one, because if you split them up at all, it might be...
No, yeah, I don't know.
I would say let's just move on, and when we find it, we'll pop it in.
Oh,
it's a
look,
window.
I found another one.
There you go.
I found it.
All right, there's for your bingo. Hey, Brady Dendinger's here. Dendinger. I'm sorry. I always feel bad when I have to pronounce names. I never know. Bricks for Miles is here. Hey, Blair Archer is here. Blair, I think you've been here for a while, and I didn't get to say
hey,
hello.
Blair.
That's great. Yeah, smoky gray equals trans black. Yes, absolutely.
You know, Flynn,
yes.
I think when we had Blair Archer on as a guest, we didn't let people know how to get in touch with him.
I think I put it on the in the description for the video. Yeah, okay. So if you're ever watching our group chats and you want to, be able to look up any of the people that were on the chats, I always put it on in the description of the video, so you can find their Instagram or YouTube or whatever they happen to have. All right. I got my windows in, and now I'm installing interior curtains in sand green, one of my very favorite colors.
Look at that. We can all relax, Flynn. All of the window panes are accounted for.
Oh, thank goodness.
I know.
All right, and you can see this time we're using snot pieces that have snot on both sides.
What's going on here?
So one here and one here.
We need bricks.
We're going to use another snot piece here. Now, I know if you've watched our show before, you're probably like, why are all of the, all these snot pieces aren't going to be in system? Well, they will be in system this direction, just not in this direction. And since we're just putting tiles on here, that doesn't really make much of a difference.
Fun, a piece fell on the
or
floor.
Any difference. It sure did fall on the floor. Bingo. All right.
What are these? Light gray? I think we're looking at light gray.
Light gray. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I went back a step and am installing
back a step.
Wall. Just one.
Okay.
Just back
Just
one step.
One step.
And we're not doing that.
Yeah, this is a fun one today. TrickyBricks shifting the Bricklink market pricing since today. Wait, what? Oh, because of the stickers? I don't know. Oh my goodness. All right. Yeah, I just laughed at a comment. Bingo. Well, I'm not seeing it right off the bat, as always happens. But this one, unfortunately, isn't one that we can wait for. So I'm gonna have to.
I don't know if you can see. Maybe if you're watching this on a TV, you can see these close enough. But those printed windows, the newspaper with the rips in it is great. We have to use that in a haunted house.
Watch out, Logan. Good boy. All right, so I'm not finding this piece immediately, so I'm going to see if I can dig one out of our collection.
What are you looking for?
Oh, I'm looking for a light gray snot with one snot on each side. Like, two
I know.
on opposite
We should
side.
have a stack of those.
Yeah, I thought so too, and yet...
You would think.
And
right?
yet...
You always, you would think, how easy is it to find that? But, are there thousands of brick types or just hundreds? I don't know.
I would think
Who
thousands.
here knows? Thousands of brick types, right?
At least. Yeah, I don't see it right off the bat.
All that.
Let's see. I'm not seeing one. That is troubling. Well, it's funny because you just think you have everything.
There we go. Yeah, exactly. And then you try to put together 8, much less than
Found one.
3 of exactly the one.
Yeah.
Good. We didn't have to resort to the blanket.
But we do.
Tumble.
Stack ours, so that way they're a little easier to find. But we just haven't done the entire box yet because it's a lot.
Oh, I see what's going on.
Hey, Orson is here. Hey, Orson, how's it going? We were just talking about you earlier. So let's see. I hope you were able to make cookie time
Logan
today.
cookie time.
All right, here we go.
What did I do?
Got it.
Is it two-sided?
What are we looking for?
It is a two-sided.
Yeah, if you're doing what I'm doing, you're adding curtains
doing what
on,
you're doing,
and
just a couple steps behind you.
Yeah.
And then the bubble.
Oh man, you are in the bubble. Okay, so that's a funny story. You may have heard.
Have we told this? Maybe,
I don't think we have.
I don't think so.
We've told the story of the bubble. All right, so stop me if you've heard this one before, or stop me if you don't care. So it's up to y'all. So MJ Stockbrand, how's it going? He's asking, how did you guys get into Lego? Maybe you've answered this a lot and I missed it. No, actually, it's funny. We actually haven't.
Often.
We used to answer that question a lot, and then we didn't for a while because people weren't asking it. But now it's been a while, so why don't we? I will get back to the story of the bubble in a minute, but I will say that we were looking for something to do that wasn't watching TV. This was about 5 years ago, and I went out and for whatever reason decided that, hey, why don't I buy a Lego set? And I picked up a...
Don't even really know why you...
I really don't. I have no idea why it was that, but I looked it up. I picked it up, and it was an X-Men versus the Sentinel set, which, I have a big affinity for the X-Men. So I figured, hey, this will be a really fun one to put together, and it was in fact really fun to put together. So much
it was,
so,
and we did lots of swooshing of the jet.
yes, we did. We swooshed a lot.
And I think Wolverine had many of our first mock adventures.
Yeah,
at least mine for sure.
That's all we had. We had
and
Storm who did
Yeah.
a lot too. She had a lot going on.
Yeah, well, I think Wolverine and who was it? Magneto? Who was the bad guy from that one?
Magneto, yep.
Because they had like I made this sort of Amsterdam apartment building and they were having coffee.
I forgot about that.
Right.
Oh,
right.
man.
Wolverine and Magneto were having coffee in this like European breakfast nook. That might have been my first mock.
Hey, so check this out. I wanted to show you something that I just made, and I just realized what it is, so I'm like super psyched about it because I think it's really cool. So what we did was I stacked up, and you know what? I'm going to go to the close-up cam because this is really cool.
What are you doing there?
It's a 1x2 brick with a tile, and then we have those cool new tall snot pieces with the double snot on it, like 1, 2 going vertical, and then we added these little divided benches, like this.
We call them benches.
We call them benches. That's what.
Is it a bracket?
I think it's technically called a bracket, but it doesn't look like a bracket, does it?
Dr. Kelly.
And then I'm
bracket
putting
from Emergency.
Oh my goodness! And so now I've got this little piece, and it's gonna go.
Am I in your way?
You to, yeah, just for a sec. No problem. Well, no, it's a small camera, so it's gonna go right here in this gap that we've left in the wall, like this.
Oh, to be a bookcase?
It's like a little shelf, like a built-in
like
shelf.
to put your VHS
right
tapes
next
on.
to the door. How awesome is that? What a great little detail. And I'm sure if we went back and looked at the episodes, it would be there. And we'd be like, oh, right, look, there's that thing.
And this one's, for some reason, this one's different in the upside down.
Oh, it's like all broken and weird. It's all Silent Hill style. Hey, Blair, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it. Oh yeah, he said, oh Richard, I made a superhero condo building with a similar sentiment. That's awesome. So we were going to talk about the bubble story. Okay, so the bubble story. So, after all this build-up, it's going to seem really stupid.
It's not that big, but
it's really not that big of a deal, but we laugh about it, right? So, when we used to live in San Francisco, we had we lived in this apartment building, and there was this kid named Linus who lived upstairs from us, and I think Linus was 5 at the time, and he's
with his mom,
and he's like a grown person with his mom. Molly, and they lived downstairs from us. And Linus's favorite thing to do, so his mom would give him stars when he did good stuff, and so whenever he would get stars, he was allowed to pick whatever it was he wanted to do, and he always wanted to come up and play Nintendo Wii with me because I had a Nintendo Wii. He was very excited about it, and we would play Super Mario Brothers together, and you could actually play 2 people at once. And the thing is when you if your character dies or gets bumped out, when they come back, that character is in a bubble, like a little bubble, and floats along behind. And then you, as the other,
familiar with that.
Yeah, you as the other player are responsible for popping the bubble and getting your partner out of the bubble. So Linus would come over and play. And of course, he was 5, so he wasn't amazing. And his character would get knocked out immediately, and then he would come back into the bubble, and he would get upset if I popped the bubble because he wanted to just remain in the bubble. So what really happened was I played the game while Linus floated along behind in the bubble that he didn't want me to pop, so he could just follow along. It was very funny.
And so we've held on to that, being in the bubble.
Yeah, so if you're along for the ride but not really doing a whole lot, you're in the bubble. So I'm making more. See, I'm sure in that probably wasn't as exciting as we were as you were hoping it was going to be when we first started it.
Linus was so sweet. He came up once during a dinner party.
Oh yeah, I know we've told this one before. We're like total grandpas telling stories.
Right, exactly. I'm sorry. We only have 14 stories, and we've been at this like 50 days.
It's inevitable that you'll see some repeats.
What am I missing here? Is it dark? Oh, it's dark
So
blue,
check this out.
not black.
Let's see. There we go.
Oh, you're back into the wide.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I go wide too quickly?
No, that's good.
All right.
Anyone who's watching this at a drive-in theater will be able to see exactly what we're doing. Drive-in theaters. Oh, that was so fun as a kid.
They might make a comeback.
I think drive-in theaters are going to make a comeback.
That might save the movie industry.
Wouldn't that be like?
Actually, I would be super excited.
I would go to the drive-in.
I would be so all about that.
Drive-in.
I would be so all about that. I loved the drive-in when I was a kid.
I saw Burnt Offerings at the drive-in and it terrified me. I was just a kid. with Oliver Reed and Karen Black and Betty Davis.
And yeah, it was that like crazy. If you've never seen it, and it was
It's so good.
Yeah, and it was produced by the guy that did, directed and produced by the guy that did Dark Shadows, like the original show, not that horrifying thing that they tried to foist on us by Tim Burton. So I am. Oh, look at this! I'm making another one of those little shelves here. So I did. You can see I'm doing this making a little wall here. You know, at least when you come here, it may not be Lego the whole time, but you will absolutely hear some ridiculous trivia about something that you probably never cared about.
Yeah, it's a loose format, right?
It is. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Wait, what happened here? I've got a piece. Oh, had a wall piece fall off.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
There we go.
But it's Lego, so it goes back.
There we go.
And I have no idea where this piece is going. Right there.
Oh yeah, check it out. I made another one of those cool shelves, and now it's going to go on the opposite wall. So now we have our two shelves. I don't know if you can see that, facing each other on either side of the hallway. Yeah.
Wait, that...
Moto.
Wait, I think I missed something here.
Let's see. A lot of drive-ins are closing now. Not that there were that many left. No, there weren't. But maybe this will be a resurgence. I think it would be amazing. Except for the chat window, we could say that their format is casual. You could say that.
You could. You could absolutely say it's casual.
Now, I don't know if that's fair. Is that fair bingo rules if you're prompting?
Was that a leading thing there?
Oh, so check it out.
I don't object. We're casual.
And here's more of the trap. There's I just installed the axe, the hatchet. Oh, and then one of my walls fell in. Nice.
Oh, wow. Squeeze, don't press.
I know. There we go. Or apparently I don't know because I just haphazardly tossed everything around.
Maybe not.
Like it didn't even mean anything.
Like they didn't even want to go there. What is that from?
Oh, that's just a thing. Bit of silliness.
No one even wants to go there.
Yeah, nobody even wants to know about it because it's.
Have you had any of this smoothie? Are we running on?
Oh, it's here. Oh, look! I have my smoothie in my awesome Wolverine cup that I got when I used to work at the bakery. It was my
And mine's
smooth
Pac-Man glass.
Oh yeah, Johnny gave me those for my birthday. One year. I love that cup. It's a pretty good one.
All right.
How are you coming along here?
I'm doing pretty good. I don't know. I'm not working on a roof section though, so maybe I'm not doing as good as I thought.
It's okay. I did it wrong anyway.
I'm close. Oh.
You know. I did it backwards.
Oh.
Like sometimes I think I have like Lego dyslexia. Because sometimes I just completely miss the point. All right, so I got my little roof on now, or the ceiling anyway.
Oh, I see. We're making another one of these. Here, I'll build on camera. Why don't I?
All right. Okay. Oh, snout bricks, everyone.
Snout bricks.
Favorite snout bricks. There. And
are we teaching people inaccurate names
of
here?
course we are, but I think we have all come to an agreement amongst all of us, all of the regulars, is that we are free to use our own Lego language, and that people can use their own Lego language. That's just what we're calling it now.
We're making we do not present ourselves as an educational institution.
That's true.
Although we might learn something along the way, Flynn.
Mm-hmm. What we really learned was our
sharing. Wait, there's another feature. Is that Q there?
That's the one
that's
a
placeholder.
Yeah, that's a placeholder.
It's a
that we need to
placeholder
take
for a
off.
future feature.
Future feature.
Ooh, like creature feature.
Oh, creature feature. I miss you. I miss Dr. Paul Bearer. But I did like getting to see that article with him the other day.
Look at that.
Oh, look at this.
Got a cheese wedge, another bracket. So everyone calls them cheese wedges, right?
Yeah, that's pretty standard, I think. Even though, of course, that is not what they are actually called. They're like called
some kind
one
of
by one
plate modified
roof tile, 45 degree angle, something complicated.
Ooh, it may actually be some kind of roof tile.
Oh, all right. So it looks like now I am going to.
Oh, we got things coming off left and right.
Uh-oh, be careful.
You be careful. I'm kidding.
Wow. Whoa. Now you're seeing the real.
No, that's the way we
thing.
joke like that all day long. Your face needs to be careful.
Yeah, you don't need to let people in on our madness. So as you can see,
as we invite people into our dining room
to see the real madness
once again.
So now I'm tiling the front. And of course, brilliantly, they have included the chopped hole in the wall that Winona Ryder makes when she thinks Will is behind the wall. She chops a big old hole in the wall, and that's what that axe is inside.
Well, he was there in some kind of scary membrane
in a scary bubble
or something. He was in a scare bubble.
He was in a scare bubble. Okay, so yeah, look at that.
Well, he spends the whole season being afraid.
In a scare bubble? Yeah, well.
He's always in a scare bubble.
Well, but then he's in that horrifying cocoon, creepy thing, right? When they find him, eventually he's in that weird, alien-style cocoon thing.
Yeah, what fun that actor must have.
Oh, yeah, I'm so sure. We're going to cover you in slime and stick a hose down your throat. No,
they don't
just relax.
Do that. They don't do that.
They pulled the thing out. I mean, I know it's all CGI, but still.
Oh, I did this. I just forced this branch down here. And now I'm going to look at the top part of the page. No, where it says you're supposed to put one by one.
Let's see. The snout snot could be the official tricky brick. He could.
It is a tricky brick.
Let's see. Is that the little thumb up right below the window? I'm not quite. I think so. I think. Hey, Paul. By the way, hi, Paul. Cinesonis here. Very good.
Oh, hey, Paul.
We are going to, let's see.
What am I doing? I'm turning
continue tiling.
Upside down.
Look at this, friends. We're so close. And in order for it not to be repetitive, they're giving us, they're alternating the way that the siding is, the shingles are, so that they aren't, exactly the same on both sides. Another great little trick to fool the eye. All right, there we go. So I've got my shingles on the one side, and now it's going to require that I do them on this side as well.
Well, I'm like it's like a digital delay here.
Are you?
Yeah, it takes a little while for the message to get to the upside down, so I'm about like 2 pages behind you.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's see. Oops.
There we go, but that's on.
So, just a reminder, everybody, Sunday, we will be doing our special. Whoa, I need to calm down.
Whoa.
A special Mother's Day presentation. My mom will be here, and we will be hosting a whole panel of female builders. Really excited about that. Holly is going to be here. Gwyneth is going to be here. We have actually I've got a list of people, but I don't want to announce just yet, just in case they can't make it. Like I haven't gotten confirmations from everyone, but I think it's going to be. It'll be cool.
Fun.
Yeah. So. Wow, I think we're pulling in close to the end of these bags here. What do you think? You think we'll get done today? I think we will. I think we should get done with these bags
I think
today.
we should push. Wait, wasn't that from a Twilight Zone, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yes.
Which one? Wow, my voice went up like 35 octaves.
Was it?
Scooby-Doo. That makes me think of Christian, of course.
Yeah, because he would always make Scooby-Doo voice.
He would make Scooby-Doo noises all the time backstage. He was very funny. But anyway,
I was talking about the Twilight Zone episode where this guy works for a boss who's always says push.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Hey, Dan Bakken is here. Hey, Dan, how's it going? All the way from Brazil. Let's see.
International. Whoa, this is gonna get kooky now.
Kooky, huh?
Well, look,
how kooky is it?
On the sides of the building, we're gonna have these little tentacles coming out, and they're gonna mount in one of my favorite bricks.
Nice.
These 1x2.
Oh yeah, that's a great new brick with the rounded corners.
Do we have any way to show people bricks?
Are you gonna host or let Ms. Thing
there?
Host the all.
It did. It focused.
We're gonna sort of be co-hosting. Our Holly, who you've seen on the show before, is. I don't know. Did I ask her that yet? Am I just telling her now? This is how you're finding out on the stream that you're going to be. No, but we're going to try to
please let us know if you're interested in doing that. But we just thought if we were going to, being men, if we were going to host a panel of women builders, maybe there could be women's voices in all of it.
In the hosting part. Yeah. Yes. Obviously, there's going to be women voices in the rest of it.
But in the hosting part too.
Yeah. So
if you're.
Yeah. All right, let's see.
I think we already broached the question.
All right, I'm almost done with my shingling here. There's a lot of shingles, but I really love the look of this. I just love how, right here.
Well, all the spaces in between.
How is mod obtained here? Says brother. Well, mods here are generally people that we know in real life or have a very strong relationship with online. That's how it is. We only have 2 right now, and we'll definitely be getting some more. Because I don't want to saddle all of the responsibility on poor Moto and Minifig Chick, who've done such a great job.
And they've been very generous with their time.
Yeah, and I mean, so, a big thanks out to them for handling all of that, because it is not always easy, I can promise you. So, let's see. I'm so close.
Uh-oh.
I collapsed it again.
What is that sound?
It's that skinny little shelf thing. It's like, there we go. It's easily popped out. But I've got my one more long tile.
Wow, well, they just are getting every single bit of detail they can out of every stud here.
Yes.
Oh, look,
that tile's a little tricky to put on there. All right, so now you can see that I've tiled or shingled whatever the whole outside except for these here. Right. Oh yes, hope to see Minifig Chick on the stream sometime. She's going to be here. We're going to
certainly hoping.
Yeah, we're going to be working on a wearables that we're going to do. I think it's going to be really fun. All right, here we go. Pulling into the last bits here. Oh, this is fun. So it looks like we're building a porch swing.
Okay, I've got this.
Using some very interesting pieces. So we're using this little piece with the little tiny axle pins on the end. And we're putting chair here. And we've got these little guys. These little clips that you can actually put bars into the one end of them.
A bar.
Bars. Thank you, Minnesota ladies, for your bars. All right, so I got that, and there's going to be another one on the other end this way. Right, and they are faced opposite of each other, like this. And now we are going to attach. Oh, they aren't faced opposite each other. I'm a big fat liar. All right. Well, what happened to now? What happened to the seat? I made that fancy seat, and now I've lost it already. Of course. Oh, there we go. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna attach one of those little clips onto here, and the other. Oh, I'm showing it under another on the other side, like this.
You can go to the close-up cam if you want. They're gonna basically what I'm doing is a few steps behind what you're doing.
Oh, okay. So check it out. I'll do that. I'll go to the close-up cam. Let's go to the close-up cam. So you can see that I've made. Here's the little swing, and it's got one of those longer bars, the little cuff on the end of it sticking out.
A bar.
And then it's going to go here. So when I was building earlier into the tiles, they asked me to
sorry
put.
there.
That's okay. They asked me to put this little 1x1 round with a hole in it, and that is so that this little porch swing would fit in there.
Oops.
That's very low to the ground. It's a very low to the ground porch swing.
Minifigs have short legs.
That's true. All right, and now I'm going to build the little. There's like a little couch or seat bench thing that goes outside, and you can see that we've actually already built the back of it into the model. All right, very good. Hey, Insane Lego Fan is back. Very good. I'm just showing that this we had already built in what I thought was a windowsill is actually the back of this little couch.
Oh, so smart.
So I'm gonna just grab some pieces here, and I'll show everybody how we're building the couch. And I love this color, by the way. This dark orange is a favorite color of Lego color of mine. So we've got 2 tiles and a 1x4 on top. Right? Then we're gonna do some snot uphangs or snot brackets, upward facing snot brackets, whatever you want to call them. This way. We're going to add more tiles, more dark orange tiles onto the side. Orange. Wow, we're so losing it. All right, and then I'm going to put that whole contraption here onto these already built studs. So now I have a little, like, chair out in front.
I do want to, I'm not, well, I'll wait till I'm done with this side, but I want to point out the difference between the wall cladding, what is it, the siding?
Yeah.
In the right side up versus the upside down.
The right side up.
I like calling it the right side up.
All right, so now I'm going to build another little piece of furniture. When are your birthdays? Mr. Elma Man asks when our birthdays is. My birthday is August 19th, and yours is?
My birthday is October 11th.
There you go. Those are our birthdays. Very exciting stuff.
Yep.
All right, so it looks like I'm making a little table, and what I love about this is they're adding detail by adding these little taps. They're called taps. We call them faucets, whatever.
Same thing.
And I'm putting them across from each other so that they meet in the middle, like this. And then I'm putting a little lid on it. So check out that nice little detail it gives. It makes a nice little detail table.
Wow, it's really fine. The handles of those are a fine detail.
And then we're gonna make another chair with a white seat. It looks like. Oh, I gotta get that out.
I like any detail that's smaller than a pixel. I like I like those.
Oh, this is very clever.
Details.
So they wanted a more of an outside chair here. So they've taken this like the standard Lego seat. We're using another snot uphang, but this time it's only 2, right? And then I'm using these pieces, which always seem to come in handy, on the sides on those snot pieces to make chair legs. I think this is so great. What a great little piece of furniture, and it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces.
Such clever parts,
and it really elevates the whole the chair in general.
So here, I've finished the siding here, and I just think the way they're painting with studs is really nice.
Oh, sure. So it has like a very rough appearance on the outside.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
They take a fully smooth surface and just paint in some texture with studs.
That's fantastic. That's really great. All right. So what else am I doing?
We talk
here?
about painting with bricks a lot, right?
Yeah, we do in our process. During our artistic process. Because we're artists. I'm losing my mind.
I don't know. You went a little Tiger King there for a second.
No, I didn't. No, that's crossing a line.
What?
You've crossed a line, and you're only saying that because we looked at it this morning.
I am. I only said that because I was imagining him talking about his artistic process.
Goodness. Okay, so there's a bucket here. There's a tile. There's another tile. I'm like pulling all these bits out. I made a small truncated table. There's my table and chair that I made.
Oh, I see what I'm doing is making branches.
And actually that does not have a place here, which is strange. And then I've got oh, then that's the end of this bag. Awesome. Perfect timing, friends.
Oh, I see why. I couldn't figure out why there were these...
Whoops.
Oh, I'm sorry there.
Go ahead.
I don't want to crunch it.
Nope, go ahead.
I couldn't figure out why there were these 1x2 rounded plates with studs, and it's because these branches are going to go onto it. Really
nice.
Securely attached with a little black sprout.
Oh, it is a sprout. I love that piece. All right, I'm going to show people where the furniture goes, if you don't mind.
Oh, am I missing?
Tilting. All right,
not at all. I just need a branch.
So you can see that when we started this model, we built in a ton of studs and jump plates into the floor here. And we already saw that our couch goes here. Well, now we have places for all of these other things. So our little table goes here. A bucket, because a bucket here. We have, this is sort of like the door plate, right? And then this tile is on an angle. And actually it goes this way. Pretty cool. And then we get our, here's for our table. Oh, although it looks like it goes, oh, wait a minute now. I'm going to do this way. So you can see there's this one jump plate over here, and the leg of our chair fits right in there.
Hey, Flynn, do you have an extra? Can I have that black?
Oh, yeah, that might be yours.
Thanks.
And you can see that because I have a little chair in the jump plate that I can kind of angle the chair, and it's meant to angle this way. And then we have, there's our little table. All right, so now we've decorated the front of the house. We've got our chair, our table, our bucket with tile, and the door jamb. We've got, or the door thing on the bottom. Got the little chair and the little table and our porch swing. Pretty awesome. I am really, really excited with the way this is turning out. Like, look at all that stuff going on in there, and we are going to do stickers. We are.
I want every bit of detail that they put into this. And on that porch swing I think it's so smart that clips fit onto those small axles.
Yes.
Like I know that was very, 6 minutes ago. But I want to remember that works like that.
Well, hopefully we can. Now it looks like bag 5 for me is mostly the roof. So I'm hoping that we can blaze through bags 5 and 6 tomorrow, so that we can get this done on get the trees done on Friday. That would be a really towards top. Thank you. Let's see.
Oh, I see. It's opposite. I keep forgetting we're mirrored. Is why the
yes. So how are you? How are you feeling? Do you think you want to finish this up on camera or off camera? It's up to you.
Well, what time? We're at 11:30.
We're at 11:30.
I should go in the other room.
Sure, we can wrap that part up. And we saw what it looked like. We saw what it looked like over here. So I think we can safely do the rest of it off camera. So there you go, everybody. We finished up bag numbers 4 and what was yours? 8, 6, 7, 8.
8. I'm on 8.
There's all we got left now is we've got the roof, and then we've got those trees, and then we're gonna get to see how the whole thing fits together. So I'm super excited about that. All right, so just quick reminders before we go. We are having our 16 by 16 sci-fi themed vignette challenge. You can do any kind of sci-fi scene you want. It's totally up to you.
Any kind of sci-fi.
On a 16 by 16 plate, and you are going to email that to me at flynn@trickybricks.com. 1 picture only, please. 1 picture only. And make sure that you get it nice and close up in the camera, and that you have a light behind you. If you can. I understand if you can't, but if you can, just try to think about those things and you'll get a much better photo.
Yeah, when you look at the model, if you can see it nice and brightly lit with clean colors and no shadows hiding things you don't want hidden, that'll make a great photo.
Exactly. So if you are new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button. We super appreciate it. It really helps us out. We're getting close to 1,500 subscribers, which is super exciting over the short amount of time we've been here.
I'm just imagining that. I mean, that's a lot of people.
It is a lot of people. Not for YouTube, but for us, it's a lot of people.
For us, the number of people who watch every day is... that's super cool.
Yeah. So you can follow us on Instagram at TrickyBricks. And if you want to send us some snail mail through the mail, like a Mighty Men and Monster Makers awesome piece of artwork, you can send it to Flynn and Richard, P.O. Box 11517, Oakland, California 95611.
Let's try that again. 95611.
I did that on purpose poorly.
I know. It was hilarious.
Yeah, so thank you everybody so much. So once again, if you want to support the stream, there are links to our Venmo, our Redbubble, and our Patreon. And the Patreon thing is heating up, so all of you out there who had signed up for the Patreon, we're going to be starting to send out our first rewards this week. Really excited about that. Make sure you check in with us on Sunday for our all-female panel for Mother's Day.
Hooray!
And we will, I believe, see you all tomorrow.
Yes, we're back tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. We are back tomorrow. I just got to find there. Yeah. So. Can you tell I'm stretching? Because I'm trying to find the scene that goes next. I'm just like, just keep talking until it's over. It'll be fine. Vamp, vamp, vamp. So thanks, everybody, for joining us, and we will see you all tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.